tea then.
What up, everybody? All right, we're about to get crazy in here. Let's start up the podcast. Yo, and hello, and welcome to GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube so you can see us in stunning HD. Where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We're streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast and facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast. If you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else, be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamal Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Bass and Devin Mayer.
Well, hello. When you first started the intro, I thought you were about to start rapping.
I was working on it.
Yeah, it was really nice, actually.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
I'm a little
we should
disappointed.
do a
we
whole
didn't...
MC Hammer style, just like 80s rap episode.
Oh, I'm so bad. I can't. I've tried in the past to rap, and it just.
Have you tried doing it in an 80s style though? Because I feel like it might be a
lot
little
easier.
Yeah.
Like yo.
I just
my
tried
name
just
is Jamello. Yeah, that's like
my brain just can't function like that. I don't know. I can't rhyme words. I've got a good vocabulary, but
I can't rhyme words. Like cat, dog. Damn it! It's so hard. How does he do it, Dr. Seuss? No, but yeah, I get you. Like it just takes a lot of practice. Like you just do it a lot, and then eventually you'll just start rhyming shit.
Yeah.
But y'all were in a band, y'all.
That's completely different from rapping. We did rap a lot though. Like that was like 2 years. I feel like 2 to 3 years of our lives. We're just like every time like the boys would get together, we'd be like, dude, let's just throw on.
We would rap for hours.
Like bass boosted 2020 clown trap beats, like and like
once you go far enough down the beat rabbit hole, you just end up in some weird places. You know what I mean? There's like Bart Simpson holding
synth,
2 Glocks, just like
oh yeah,
some acid synth beats and shit.
Yeah,
dude, that shit's fun, bro.
It really is.
It's fun. It's a good like way to let off steam. I feel like. Yeah, you just had a bad day at work. You just fucking put on the fucking coolest rap playlist that you can find on YouTube and just freestyle with the boys,
I feel like I'd just get frustrated.
I think you might have some hidden freestyling talent deep within that you just don't realize yet,
We'll have to try to find it one of these days.
Yeah,
on
the podcast.
No.
Live on the air.
So, all right, let's get to the nitty-gritty.
My palms are getting sweaty, guys.
I feel like this part isn't part of the news, but more... actually, we can save that for the news. Fuck it. Let's talk about what we did this week. Y'all go into y'all probably had more shit going on. What happened this week?
Well, let's see. This week, I went to... Man, I did something on Friday, but I can't remember what it was. I know... Did I talk about that Smile movie?
Oh, I saw Smile.
What do you think about it?
I think that movie definitely... wait, hold on. Y'all see Adriana breaking her back in TwitchCon?
Yeah.
We will get to that later.
We are going to talk about that.
We got a whole segment on that.
So okay, I thought Smile. Now, I'm not one to be like, oh, like that's some deep shit, like that needs some needs a trigger warning. But I definitely feel like that movie could use a trigger warning.
It was very upsetting. You know, but I think that was kind of the point at the same time, you know what I mean? But it's like, ugh.
Like, if you have, any type of regret at all in your life, or, you feel like you have something, that maybe someone who committed suicide or something, There's just not a movie that you want to go into without realizing what you're walking into.
Yeah, I honestly thought, I thought it was going to be a lot less dark than it was. And I knew
Yeah.
it was going to be a dark movie, you know what I mean? But I still enjoyed it. I will say it kind of gave me it was like if you were to take It Follows and The Ring and The Babadook and mix them all into one movie.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. Like all of their plots smooshed into one.
And
It was a lot of unconventional tropes from pulled from other movies, you know, I feel like it found the horror movies that it found the most original and then completely ripped off all of them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And it did have some fills there where there's a lot of jump scares. I feel like they were kind of cheap with that. If they would have lessened the jump scares, it would have been a better movie. But
my problem wasn't the jump scares. It's just that it would jump scare you, and then it would cut to the next scene, and the same person who just got jump scared would be doing some other
completely
normal,
different
mundane activity, and it's nothing happened.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I would have gone into a heart attack.
At least cut to some other thing and then come back to that person. You know what I mean?
The ending really gets crazy, but I'm not gonna talk about it or spoil it. But that movie, I feel like it, like you were saying, the It Follows thing. It had a lot of It Follows, but there was something about it that I can't remember. Oh, all the camera angles were made to make you feel really claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Everything, you can never see a wide angle shot. You're always right on someone's fucking cheek. While they're walking, or you're right over their shoulder, or even the city, whenever it's getting a big wide pan shot of the city, it's sideways in between two buildings, and you're just oh my gosh, I just want to breathe for a second.
It does a lot of the what's it called whenever it's fuzzy in the distance and clear in the foreground,
focus bullshit.
There's a word for it. Depth of field.
Depth of field.
Yeah, it plays with depth of field a lot. You'll see blurry smiling people in the background frequently throughout the whole movie that just kind of pass by the back of the camera kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Y'all had to go to a theater to watch this, right?
Yeah, I watched it in a theater. Yeah,
it's worth watching in a theater. I think.
I think so too.
It was good.
Well, maybe if I had friends to go with. No,
I'll go again.
No,
so someone asked. Hold on, let's see who asked this. We're about to find out.
what y'all be drink? Caffeine.
Yeah.
Felipe, my boy Felipe said, "What y'all be drinking?"
We be drinking the rainbow sherbet.
The sugar-free Monster.
Yeah, I'm all about the energy zero sugar.
Yeah.
It's the bluish Monster. Everything that's not good for you, we're drinking right here.
Yeah,
and it's good. But
anyway, but yeah. So after. I forgot what I did on Friday, but it was something cool. Believe me. Oh no, I went to that new arcade in town.
Just had to take your
Y'all
word.
have a new arcade in Huntsville?
Yeah,
What?
the Tomfoolery's Pizza. Have you heard of this?
No, that
Okay.
sounds,
It's basically like a mod
sounds like
pizza.
it sounds like a magical place.
It's
yeah.
really great. It's the new Mr. Gaddy's,
Tomfoolery's.
basically. They've got prizes and tickets you can win. It's kind of a small arcade, but all the games are brand spanking new, so they all work and shit.
And
You know what I
fancy.
mean? And
They have a little pizza buffet?
there's a pizza thing. It's not a buffet, but it's
Boo.
it's basically like a mod pizza attached to an arcade.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, it's really
It's
nice.
such a good idea.
Yeah, and it's real enjoyable. Next time you
Where's
guys
it
come
at?
down, it's so where Big E's, the crawfish
Yeah.
place is or whatever. It's kind of over in that area.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, so we
Look
went
at
there.
look at Huntsville.
I know, I'm so proud of it. So we went there on Friday. We won some tickets. We had some fun. And then Saturday, I went to Fright Fest in San Antonio, not Astro World. I always want to call it Astro World.
Six Flags.
Six Flags Fiesta,
Dude,
Texas.
it's pretty cool.
It was cool, yeah. They had the haunted houses. We have season passes, so we got them for free. I didn't realize you had to pay to get into the haunted houses. I know there was haunted houses, but it's an extra $30 a person or something if you want to go through the cool haunted houses, I don't. But they had a shitty haunted house that we went through that was really fun, and we did all the rides, of course. And then they have fog everywhere in the park, and zombies walking around, jumping out at you. And it was
I went there a couple of years ago, but I don't ever remember there being any haunted houses that you had to pay to get into.
So yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
There was 4 or 5 haunted houses that you could tell were just really legit, but they were trying to charge you to go in there. You had to buy a wristband and shit. I was like, eh.
Maybe.
I would
I
have
don't
just
know.
snuck in, bro.
Yeah, when we
Fucking
when,
what they gonna do? Kick you out?
probably am.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, wait till you've done all the rides and shit, then just sneak in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, get real scary. No, but Felipe says, bruh, that creamsicle rain ghost drink. But I asked because I know y'all game. Do y'all think it helps? What, energy drinks?
Caffeine? Yeah. I mean,
I don't think so. But I mean, like, only because I drink so many of them that I don't even think they have an effect anymore. Like,
I think so. I think if you don't regularly drink energy drinks and you
It
were to
will,
like
yeah.
bust one open before a big,
a big
thing,
Yeah.
it would probably help.
I don't
Yeah.
know what you were gonna say there.
yeah, like tournament or game
Yeah,
sesh.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, if you maybe a tournament, that's what I'm thinking.
A heart attack.
The important time when you need to be drinking.
How
energy.
how often do you think like the esports league has to deal with like drug busts and like people like? Do you think people, what do they call it for like sports? Like
Performance enhancing.
Yeah,
drugs.
performance enhancing.
Oh yeah, dude. You know
Yeah.
they got them
They
fucking.
have to
Like Adderall and speed and shit. Like there's
I feel
something.
like, yeah,
right?
I don't know.
You think they drug test for it? Like,
Nah, because like I'm sure they're all like ADHD. You know, like I
it's
don't
my
know.
prescription. Like,
For real. Like if I was a pro gamer and I was trying to practice, I'd definitely go get like prescribed Adderall. You
I don't
know?
even think I'd use it when I was practicing. I'd practice like normal, and then I would just on the day of the fucking tournament.
just get
it's
focused.
like his power up.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Be cracked out.
That would probably be the healthier way to go about that. You know, if you think about it.
But yeah, so
But I mean, yeah, no, I mean, like, being more alert definitely helps with video games.
what would
Yeah.
you do?
Oh, but I'm sorry.
Go
And then
ahead.
on Sunday I went to Renaissance Festival.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Nice,
Okay, we didn't even
nice.
talk about that.
Nah, yeah, it was pretty cool. There was all kinds of good food. I drank a huge bottle of mead. We got really drunk. We walked around.
Hell
We found
yeah.
this lady who was like cutting coins to be like necklaces. So she would like get like foreign currency and stuff and like punch holes in like the blank parts of the coin, and so it would just be like either like a circle, or she would like cut the animal out of the middle or something, and like they would make these really cool freaking necklaces. Like
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
badass.
they had a really cool fireworks show. I don't know. I really want to go back because I had to work in the morning, so we only got to be there for like 3 hours. So I missed like a lot of it.
Hey, you should definitely come out on one of the weekends that I'm going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think I will.
going-
When are you going?
The 22nd, October 22nd, November 5th, and then, just the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably will come out like 22nd or something.
Yeah, but if you come out, you got to camp, man.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we should just get like a whole GameSpeak guild out at the
GameSpeak clan. Like, yeah.
That would be cool.
I'll get a
Just
custom
roll
flag made for us.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, that'd be
For real.
dope. Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
what'd you do, Devin?
I gamed a little bit, but I was mostly doing stuff like going out and hanging out with people and actually getting out and socializing.
Oh yeah.
I was shut in working a bunch all summer, so now I'm just like I got room to breathe or energy to go out and do shit. So been socializing a good bit. Freaking, what did I do? Oh, I watched Hellraiser. Did I talk about Hellraiser last time?
I think you watched the old one, right?
Yeah, so I watched one before the last podcast, but then I watched the second one just for shit, just to see if it was as random and fucking weird as the first. It was a little more coherent. The second one was better than the first, I think, just as far as like the random shit and just all over the place.
They got the remake out now on Hulu.
So, and
Is it a remake or
It's a
like
re-
a
it's a
sequel?
remake. It's like a remake.
Okay, so I can watch it without any prior knowledge of Hellraiser and like.
yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
Did you watch it?
I attempted.
Was
the
it
new
bad?
one?
I fell asleep.
Oh.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I was also really tired, but like at the same time, the old ones go harder than the new one.
Interesting.
And I kind of saw that coming. I was like, this looks a little like kind of toned back. And sure enough, like when the first couple people got like done in, especially by the Cenobites, like it didn't even show it. Like,
Really?
yeah,
They
like,
just kind of like the gore wasn't there.
like yeah, no, like or I guess in comparison, like there's
Yeah.
a little bit of gore, but like in comparison to the OGs, like nowhere near. And I
I'm
was
kind
just
of
like-
bothered by the fact that they called them Cenobites. It just sounds like something from Cinnabon.
I was about to say it sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's like,
Cenobites.
like it's just not really a scary name for like some interdimensional demons, you know? Like,
But yeah, it was-
we're the Cenobites. It's like, ooh.
Oh, that cream filled.
Yeah.
but yeah, it was kind. I don't know. I just couldn't like it. I don't know. I forget what part I fell asleep at, but
immediately.
No, I wasn't immediately. I watched. I think I got like halfway, but I was also really tired. So I got to give it. I'm gonna finish it before I say it was good or bad, just because I didn't finish it.
For sure.
But and then Sunday went out on a boat on Lake Conroe again with my buddy. That was fun. Got some sun, did some wakeboarding,
Nice.
that was basically it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wakeboarding sounds fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
What'd you do, Jamal?
Well, I saw Smile, and then I fucking. That doesn't matter. That one because it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
We don't even have anybody on there. But yeah. So went and saw Smile, and then I feel like I've been watching too many scary movies, like just for Halloween. So what do y'all think of Prey? That movie was amazing.
I liked it a lot.
I
yeah.
loved it.
I've only met like one person who wasn't a huge fan of it, and like, you know.
And their opinion doesn't matter.
No,
I don't.
their opinion actually does matter, and I was really sad. I was like, damn, I thought you were gonna love this movie, but no, I liked it a lot.
I don't watch a lot of movies on Hulu because I have the ad package. So
I mean,
I use Hulu for shows, but movies, it's really got to be one that
I've
I
got the
wanted to
ad
watch.
package too.
They don't.
Unfortunately.
The ads don't pop up that often during the
movies. Yeah, they're a lot
only
less
in the shows.
egregious during the movie.
They only do it like once or twice during a movie.
Yeah.
Like it'll pop up for like 20 or 30 seconds.
Shows
Well,
that get
then
you every like 5 minutes.
Maybe I've got that ass backwards then.
Yes, you do, sir. I'm telling you, watch it. But Prey is great, in my opinion. I thought it was like the second best Predator movie.
I think it might be the best Predator movie. I don't know. What's your favorite?
Arnold,
the
bro.
original.
The original's the
Yeah.
best. You can't beat the best. Like, there wouldn't be a Prey without the first one.
No,
you
you're
know?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
right.
mine's AVP, for sure.
AVP was a good movie.
It really was
I'm
not
actually,
bad.
I'm not mad about that. Yeah.
didn't
A
make-
lot of people talk shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But
Because like it didn't make sense at all, like as
it
far
made
as like
so much sense.
the universe that they set. But
And yes,
it was enjoyable.
Yeah,
I do
love
like
it.
he said also, by the way, I know Jamel is excited, but Hunter x Hunter is back. Basically,
Dude,
yes,
who
it
even
is.
watches that show?
Well, the show's not back. The manga is back.
Oh, that's right. I've been seeing a lot about that. Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about it on the show previously.
So yeah, they're gonna put out the first like comeback this month sometime, but like it'll be in Japanese, so it'll be a minute before they translate that shit. But I'm still
You
excited.
think?
Yeah.
I feel like they translated pretty fast.
But fast is like months,
Faster than that would be my assumption.
No, it won't be that fast.
I need some kind of app where you can just take a picture of like
There
you
is.
know, Japanese.
I'm sure it won't
text.
translate that well though. It'll be like so fucked up. Like Google Translate is terrible, bro.
That's true.
Have
I
you ever-
literally used that today because I tore some instructions off of some food and all that was left was the Spanish instructions. So I took a picture with Google Translate and it translated it perfectly. But Spanish to English is a lot easier.
I was about to say those
Yeah.
translators have gotten a lot more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
The one on
Let me see.
Facebook is really good.
Hold on,
Like
let me
it'll
s-
translate like whole paragraphs like pretty well. You know
Every
what
time I try to like translate something, oh yeah, I've seen. I use that to. I can't even talk about what I use that for because I don't know if that's legal. I was totally cheating on like some school shit with that. Like whenever I was taking Spanish
You're going to jail.
in college, so I don't know. but yeah, that shit works. And Felipe, whenever I see you post your like Spanish shit, I always hit the translate button, and none of that shit makes sense. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna let you know. Like I'll see one of your like Spanish memes, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what the Spanish meme is about, and I'll press it, and it'll be like, with way hang out buddy bro, and I'm just like, what the fuck does that mean? All right, well, I guess I'll never know. Keep your secrets then, But anyways, but yeah. So let's talk about. So I also watched Rush Hour. That's what I was gonna get at. Was that like I've been watching too many scary movies? Ja. Yeah, I always see that. I'm like, it's Felipe. No, but so my brain was feeling real down, feeling real like low. I'm like, I can't watch any more scary movies for a couple days. I need to
You need
chill
some
out.
upbeat.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
put on Rush Hour, and I realized Rush Hour is like just a phenomenal fucking movie.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, it's great.
like just
So is Rush Hour 2.
so
Yeah,
is Rush
one
Hour
and,
2.
1 and 2, 3's like,
Three's okay,
Yeah,
but
3's
It's
okay.
not terrible.
But
no.
1 and 2 were very, very good.
It's lightning in a bottle that just got captured
It is.
twice. You know what I mean?
It's like The Matrix, but a comedy. And I don't mean that in that like it's like The Matrix. I mean it in the way of like every scene is perfect. Like every shot is used just perfectly. There's no extra, there's no waste. Every bit of that movie is just hilarious. Like, or it fits for the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
Good story. A lot of the action scenes are really well choreographed. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, I
typical
mean,
Jackie
I
Chan
was just about to
action
say,
scenes.
yeah.
You know,
it's just like so many parts. I literally was like laughing out loud. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This is amazing. Like I forgot how good it is. Like fucking Chris Tucker is just like
Phenomenal.
a master comedy goldmine. I don't want no problem.
Yeah, before beating everybody's ass.
But anyways,
Man.
so let's talk.
Have you seen Jackie Chan recently? Like
He's
you know,
old, man.
He's showing his age. I know. It makes me so sad, dude. Like
I mean,
wanted
he's
him
like
to stay
60 something.
like late 60s. Huh?
he looks
Or-
older than William Shatner, and William Shatner's like 90.
William Shatner looks like a balloon. Like his face doesn't look real to me.
It isn't.
It's like a
Yeah,
blow
it's
up.
probably
doll.
a lot of plastic surgery there.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's still looking good though. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I disagree. I've always thought William Shatner looks weird as fuck. Like he looked great when he was young, like when he was in Twilight Zone and shit. Like if you look at him young versus like what he looks like now, like I
Well, go look at other people versus what they look like now.
No, that's not
They're
true.
all dead. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn. No, but that's not true.
I'm
though.
just saying William Shatner's looking pretty good for his age. You know what I mean?
What's that one dude's? The dude who was in all the old Western movies. You're feeling lucky.
Clint
Eastwood.
Yeah.
He looks great for his age.
How old is Clint Eastwood?
He's got to be like 90. He's got to be.
I feel like William Shatner looks better than Clint Eastwood.
Absolutely not. This is all right. Poll.
I will say this though, they're both doing things still.
They are. Yeah.
They're both like active, like creating still. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I gotta ask this. All right. In the comments, who looks better?
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood or William Shatner?
Right now.
Right now.
Today.
Yeah. Just go Google that shit.
Yeah. I need some results.
Yeah. It's like
So Clint Eastwood looks a lot more naturally old.
Mm-hmm.
William Shatner definitely he's.
Okay, yeah, he's had a few surgeries. So what? You know?
I'm sure.
But
yeah,
it's not
so
like
that-
it's fucking all like dried out looking like most people who've like gone overboard with the surgeries.
that's
you know
true.
what
He
I
doesn't
mean?
look like John Travolta.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like. Yeah. I feel like.
Clint Eastwood looks like a fucking scarecrow. William Shatner looks like old William Shatner, dude. Like, you know what I mean? He's like 90, bro. Look at that.
I don't know how old these pictures are either. So
Yeah,
this could
that's
be an
true.
old.
William Shatner recorded that thing for Netflix recently, that Unexplained show. Like, that just came out. And
Did he do Unexplained? Was
I
that
thi-
him?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
And he was killed in the game.
I was gonna watch that.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not
so
great, actually.
Clint Eastwood's
but-
92. William Shatner's 91.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So maybe in 1 year he became a scarecrow.
You know, you gotta go.
No, that's.
No, I just.
What? How did we get?
Both
How
of them
did we-
look like wrinkled balls.
Well, that's just. You know.
That's one way to look at it.
Hey, it's true though. You know, we're all gonna look like
Which
wrinkled
one
ball
looks
sacks
like the
on it.
less wrinkly
Yeah.
ball sack?
I don't know
though?
that I want to live to be 91 unless I'm getting around
Bro, if
as
I'm
good
like,
as them.
I was about to
like-
say, if I'm doing as good as William Shatner or Clint Eastwood, I definitely want to live.
As
to be
long as
that.
I'm mobile, I don't like if I'm not mobile by then. Like just put me out of
Somebody
my-
said, "Bro, let's talk about Tom Cruise staying 30 for the last 20 years."
Well, that's it's probably got something to do with
that's
Scientology,
fair.
right? Like,
Definitely, if you're
we'll see
in
how Tom Cruise
Scientology.
looks when he's fucking Clint Eastwood's age.
Will
you know
Smith
what
too.
I'm saying?
Will Smith looks the same. Like Will Smith has not aged at all. Like his
Will
face.
Smith just looks sadder as he gets older.
Yeah, it's like you can
Well-
see
There's a good reason for that one.
you can see his marriage on his face. Like,
That poor man. Yeah, that is a man who wears his marriage. on
and his
face.
like
That's a-
kids, like every day he gets closer to just like
slapping everybody.
yeah. It's like everybody was so surprised by the Chris Rock slap, and like we're sitting over here like, yeah, saw that coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been building up. You can see it in you can see it in those eyes. But anyways, let's talk about the motherfucking what we've been playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait, this is a podcast about video games?
Nah,
right?
Yeah,
fuck
no.
that. You guys play Overwatch 2 yet?
I tried.
No.
What do you mean you tried?
The queue was like 2,000 in front of you, and then it was like 599 in front of you, and then
Really?
one time by the time I finally got in the game, it was like it let me play the tutorial. It forced me to play the tutorial because I know how to fucking play Overwatch, but it made me play the tutorial.
Are you
anyways.
sure, Brent?
And then I fucking fell asleep halfway through the tutorial, and then when I woke up, I was back fucking 4,000 in the queue or some shit. So
Holy shit! What's crazy is like, I didn't have to do any of that, and I didn't even.
Lucky you.
No, I'm just saying, like, dude, I've been playing like since I downloaded it yesterday, and like haven't like been in a queue at all. Like,
Damn, I would love to play. I really would.
What the
but
fuck,
it
dude?
just
That's
won't
so
let me.
weird.
I've tried at least 6 or 7 times.
are you playing on PC or what?
PS5?
That's probably why.
You
Because
think?
I'm on PC, and I haven't had anything
All right,
like
well,
that.
I'll download that bitch on PC then.
Yeah,
But I still.
I haven't
I
even
don't have a lot of
downloaded it
faith.
yet. I saw all the gripes and everything about like all the stuff that they're trying to straighten out right now, and I was like, I'm gonna wait.
dude, I've been having fucking fun. I downloaded that shit. Like, it's a great ass game.
Well, I used to love Overwatch, so I figured I would have fun. I figure I will have fun once I can actually play it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I'm
bet-
not big on Overwatch though, honestly. Like I gave Overwatch a try way back in the day.
I was
and-
pretty good at
I di-
Overwatch,
I didn't
which
like
kind
the
of made it
first one.
fun for me. I liked the first one, and so I expect to like the second one, you know, because it's pretty much just the first one with like more. You know what I mean? I guess I don't know.
Well, yeah. It's like they changed up some of the characters' move sets and whatnot, but now it's 5v5 instead of 6v6. So it's like 2 healers, 2 damage, and a tank. Basically, is how it works. And then so you can actually choose a queue where like you're like, I only want to play as a healer or whatever, and so it'll put you into matches where you play as a healer, or you can just do quick match, whatever the fuck, you know. But I like playing as a healer, so, or like support. So I've been playing as Anna, and just like fucking killing it like that. Like, just been getting all the fucking endorsements, bro. Like, I'm just out there healing people like all fucking day. I don't know why that's fun to me. Just like, because it matters. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a very important part. Like, if you don't have,
Well, you can
somebody-
easily make your team the winning team by just being a successful
yeah.
healer. You know what I
But
mean?
everybody
Like,
wants to be DPS. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, it's not fun to me. But like, it's fun though. Fun as fuck. I was very surprised that I was gonna enjoy it. But I know once Warzone 2 drops, I'm not gonna be here anymore.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna definitely. Be
I don't
want
want to play with you anymore.
Yeah, which sucks because like I want to play ranked on this shit, but I can't because I have to have 50 winning games before it even lets you touch ranked. So
Yeah, that's pretty steep.
that's pretty fucking steep.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, within a day, I'm at like 24 or 25. So I'm like going in, bro. Like, I've been playing a lot. Me and Hans and Brian played a little bit today in Rakonda, so you should check it out. If
Yeah,
you're
like I
gonna
said,
be on
I was gonna
PC.
download it. I've been holding off because of all the stuff I was seeing, like the issues that Brent's dealing with. I was like, I'm not fucking waiting in a queue to play Overwatch. I don't care that much.
No issues on PC.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Like, all of us have been able to jump in.
Well, I
But-
mean, that's probably where they're gonna have the largest, like, server space too, though, because that's where the competitive field's at, right? It's not,
faux show.
or like the esports part of it, or soon to be.
Well, that's all I've been playing. What about y'all?
Well, I try to play Elder Scrolls Online. I fucking hate it. I just don't like MMOs. Okay,
Nah,
I've come to the
same.
conclusion that I don't like MMOs or survival games. I just don't. Like, I've tried a lot of different ones and a lot of different like themes and stuff, and like some I like more than others, but I just generally.
But
hate
you like
them all.
Fallout 76, which is like a mix of both of those things?
Well, Fallout 76 isn't really much of a survival game. Like, you don't have to find water and shit all the time.
Oh, you mean like
It's
that
not
kind of
like, I
survival.
don't like to be like constantly on the hunt for the next resource to like live. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't
You want
like.
to be playing, not working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Fallout 76 is like at most just like a Fallout game with a bland overworld. You know what I mean? Like and extra characters running around. It feels like Fallout when you shoot the people and stuff. It does, like Elder Scrolls Online. It's like wanky combat. Like, it's an old game, first of all, but like none of the other Elder Scrolls games feel like this. Whenever you whack something, it's like you hit it and it's all like glitchy and like, I don't know, it feels like RuneScape almost. You know what I mean? Like how how like the combat in RuneScape is like they're just kind of like going like this.
It might be your internet.
I don't know.
I would say I put like close to
I was
500
trying to be
hours.
an archer too, and the archery is just wonky feeling to me. Like I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know. Just overall, I don't really like it.
Yeah, the archer.
Like,
I like. I haven't had that bad of an experience. I put close to like 400 or 500 hours of it on PlayStation back in the day.
Sweet goodness.
A couple of years ago. And no, I didn't have any of that experience, but I also didn't use archery.
Maybe archery is the problem,
I don't
because I
know.
just immediately was turned off about how much different the like arrows feel from like Oblivion and Skyrim.
Well,
and
yeah,
shit, you know what I mean?
and the
Like,
reason for that is it was developed by ZeniMax instead of.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
instead
can
of
definitely tell it's got a
Bethesda.
different developer.
Yeah.
But I will say I like how they recreated the there's one I started in Morrowind or whatever, and like they start you in the exact same place you start in Morrowind, like the game. So you come off the boat at the same dock, and you can go through the like iconic like place that
But
you
it looks
come out.
good now.
Well, it
Ish.
looks better.
yeah.
Even the PS5 version with like improved lighting and stuff is still just kind of janky 2008 game. You know what I mean? Like, but you know,
But the game came out in like 2011, I think.
It looks like a janky 2008.
It's gotten a
game.
couple graphical updates, but not much.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
in the
like
long-
it's got a
in the-
modern
in the live-
console version of it, you know, that runs at like 4K and stuff. It's just still kind of it's the character models and stuff for me. They're all stiff and like, you know,
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's just not my thing, you know.
Yeah,
I tried, but it's like I think the grind is too real. I don't know. I can't get into it.
It's a lot better if you have people to play with too.
I bet
That's
it would.
Like that was a big thing.
I was
when
thinking
I played,
that the whole time. I was like,
Yeah.
if I had a friend who was like actually into this, like it would probably be a lot more fun. You know what I mean?
It is, because then you can just run quests together and stuff
That's
instead
what made
of just
Fallout
going to
76
the
so fun
grinding
for me. Was
spots.
like I had two people that I like regularly played with on Fallout 76, which
Yeah.
like I definitely made it more fun. You know what I mean? But yeah, okay. So I finished Persona 5 Royal. I gotta say, like the ending, they added a whole new ending. It was like a bunch of crazy twists and stuff. I don't know, man. I feel like I like the original Persona 5 better. Like I feel like they just wanted to add stuff for the sake of saying, "Oh, we added X amount of content onto the game." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like by the time you get to the end of the game, all your fucking confidants are like nearly maxed out. All your stats are maxed out. So there's really nothing to do during the day. And like the twists are like they're okay, but they're not like such a revelation that it makes like the main story any more or less crazy. Like the characters are kind of like whatever, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I like the original story better. I feel like it was paced better originally, because Persona 5R adds a bunch of extra dialogue too, which is like at first you're like, cool, this didn't happen in the original game, but like if you were just playing this for the first time, it makes conversations that were already pretty long like way longer, you know what I mean? And it's like it's
not meaningful additions.
I almost recommend people to play the original Persona 5 first. I don't know, I just feel like the pacing is a lot better in the first, like in
It's gonna be on Game Pass soon.
yeah,
right?
Persona 5 Royal is going to be on Game Pass. But it's like, okay, you don't have to come to that one ending, but it's going to kind of make you feel like a dipshit if you don't come to like the good ending, you know what I mean? The true ending, as it says, you know what I mean? And then you also have Persona 5 Strikers, which came out after Persona 5 Royal, but plays on the ending that Persona 5
Already had.
base game had. So it's like, if you're going with the true ending from Persona 5 Royal,
The Strikers
then
is
Strikers
obsolete.
doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just all over the fucking place.
it's just the whole thing, you know? And I don't know.
I honestly think it should be illegal to make a JRPG without voice acting the entire fucking game. You know, I think going forward, that should be a law. Like, if you're going to make a JRPG, every fucking bit of dialogue has to be voice acted. I'm tired of reading, all right?
I'm not mad about the amount. I feel like they did a pretty good amount of voice acting in Persona, but I just like, you know.
Same with Western RPGs, all right? We're in the future now, all right? It can't be that much more expensive to just have somebody say some fucking words, all right? Because I was trying to play Ni no Kuni, and I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. Like, I'm so excited about, like, this world and stuff, but if I have to fucking sit there and press A and wait for, like, 9 million words to come across my screen as though I'm reading a fucking novel.
I used to have a lot more patience for that for
Yeah.
some reason. Now I feel like my time is just too valuable for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to sit here and read a fucking novel while I'm playing this game.
Yeah,
If I was a kid,
I
sit
think
down and
that's
read a
why.
book.
I think that's why the games like The Last of Us and stuff are getting more and more appealing to me as an adult, because it's just like
it's a movie.
it's so
It's just a
easy to
movie.
ingest. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's like just say the words to me, please. You know, like it can't be that hard. Just make the little Irish like lamp guy, whatever the fuck he is, just be like, you know, say the words. All right. But anyways, no.
and then I played more Bone Labs. I can't get off the Bone Labs, man.
Nice.
I've just been boning it up all day.
Yes.
Fucking-
Oh.
I've got
Boning
like,
in the lab.
first of all, I've started modding the Quest version too. So like I planned both versions independently of each other. Like my PC version, I've modded in like a fucking like 200% complete save file or something. So like I have like everything you can imagine in the PC version. You know what I mean?
Hell
But
yeah.
on the Quest version, like part of the fun of Bone Labs is unlocking the stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Quest version, I'm only downloading like avatars and guns and like vehicles and stuff onto it.
Yeah.
So like I can
Just, like,
still
skin
unlock the
set,
stuff,
yeah.
and like I'm having a lot of fun with that. Like I'm going through the levels and picking them apart and finding all kinds of secrets and shit. And like once you you know, get like the spawn gun, you can just spawn fucking anything you found already in the world. So you find these like little orbs just hidden all over the game, and you can like break them apart and you'll get a new thing you can spawn out of your spawn gun. So like you have a thing where you can hit dev tools, and you'll get like, if you found the little orb for it, your dev tools will pop out. So you can get like a gun that spawns anything and a gun that makes you fly around, like it pulls you by your hand and like you can fly around. And like but you got to find these things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the two easy ones to find though. Like if you've beaten the game, like the base game, you can find the orbs for them like in the little bone lab or whatever. There's one that's hidden in like a sand bucket and one that's up by the crane.
Oh.
But yeah, like fucking I'm sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. But like once you have those, you can like
It's fun.
you can basically spawn anything, and you can go back through the levels and like find all kinds of crazy shit by just breaking the game. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you can turn into like the Hulk and rip open doors that you're not supposed to go through. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, that's cool.
It's great.
Yeah, the modded skins have stats that are overlaid on them automatically by the game.
Nice.
So
You
like
can
the
be like
bigger the model is, the more strength it'll give you, etc.
It's all physics based.
Yeah.
Somewhat. There's like some of the models have to be big to be strong, but some of them are stronger. Like I
Like
don't know.
Atom Smasher has like max strength, but he's not that big. Some of them are weird.
Like yeah, there's a note on the All Might one. It was like All Might. I couldn't make All Might any shorter than this, or else he would lose all of his, you know,
Strength.
punching power. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like there's a Hulkbuster one that I like to use. It's probably my go-to strength one because he's like just small enough to fit in most rooms. Like if you put the Titanfall one on, you're like,
yeah, BT's
you know?
all crushed. Yeah.
he can't get up in the room. You know, but the Hulkbuster one can like fit in most rooms, and he's strong enough to like just punch doors off the hinges and shit.
Hell
Like you can pick up Coke machines with one hand and just like bop people with them and shit. Like
Nice.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play it this week. I've been, because I was busy.
the mods are getting better and better.
Yeah, I'm
They've
also
got-
kind of giving them some time to get some
So
mods around.
if you wait another week or two, they'll have all kinds of shit. They're starting to get guns in there now. They've got a Desert Eagle, they've
Oh,
got
yeah.
an STG, and they've got like this other pistol that's kind of got wonky sound effects, but you know it's a gun that works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've modded in a new vehicle. They have a tube, like an inner tube that you can sit in and
What
like
the
slide
fuck?
down hills in and shit.
Dude, they can make some cool maps for
Oh,
that.
and they put the jump pad from Fortnite in there. They're continuing to put the
No,
mods on there.
I have high hopes for the amount of modding that's going to happen to this game, and that's like that was the number one reason I bought it, because of the modding potential. Like I'm waiting. I'm biding my time.
Apparently, the devs are still releasing the like SDK to like the people who want to mod the game. So
Yeah.
like, there's parts of it that haven't been released yet that are gonna make it easier to like mod in weapons and like
Or like
vehicles
abilities
and stuff.
and,
Yeah.
and mechanics and
Yeah.
Because that's what I haven't really seen. It's all a lot of the stuff that's been modded in has been mostly cosmetic.
There's
or
like
map.
a handful, but
uh,
like the people who are doing them are like fucking insane computer genius modders who are like breaking
Yeah.
the system to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
some of these modders are fucking crazy, man. Like,
Dude,
it's insane.
A lot of the map recreation mods have been really great. Like there's like several maps that I've played that are really impressive. Like the Mario 64 map is like
Yeah.
a really nice recreation of the castle, and then they have one that's an entire map from Mafia, like recreated, and you can
Oh,
ride
shit.
around it in the little go-kart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That one only works on the PC though. You can't like download. Like you can get like a portion of the map on Quest.
I would say it's probably a lot for Quest to
yeah.
handle.
No, honestly, the Mafia one barely works on Quest. They have the map from Skate 3 where you're like skating around in the city, which is a lot of fun. Like, there's a lot of like really perfectly recreated maps in that game. I don't know. They have the whole Simpsons hit and run map you can ride around.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
I played more Cyberpunk this week.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Still enjoying Cyberpunk. I only briefly played that. But then a little bit of Forza Horizon 5. I always return to that game every now and then. And my buddy just got an Xbox, so and
Nice.
he likes driving games. So yeah, I was like,
Oh, cool.
let's go play Forza.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, what level are you at? I was like,
4 million.
202, and he's like, holy shit. Yeah, I
Can you give people cars in that game?
No, I wish.
I was
you
about
can,
to say, because I would just hook him up with a Lambo or something.
yeah,
You know?
well, yeah, I was gonna help him out, but no, you can gift cars to random people, but you cannot like you
That's
can.
so weird.
Yeah, you can choose to gift it to like new players, returning players, or random or something like that. Yeah, but you cannot directly or specifically give a vehicle.
Whack.
And then the game that I probably played most this week was Chivalry.
You know, I downloaded that because it's on Game Pass now, and I haven't played it yet, but I
Oh.
have it downloaded.
I feel really bad about that. Like, I love Game Pass, but I just bought that game like 2 weeks ago.
It
Yeah,
happens to me so much, man, because I buy a lot of fucking
At least you
random
bought it
games.
for on the cheap. I bought it fucking
Full price.
no, almost full price.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like a couple months ago.
No, that happens to me a lot, man. Fucking more than I care to admit. It'll be like the next week. It'll be like, son of a bitch.
You son of a
But
bitch.
no, Chivalry's fun as hell. I just run up. I play the knight mostly, and I'll just run up into a crowd and just start. I use a great axe or battle axe maybe. I don't know, double-sided big ass axe, and I just spin it like I just swing it through crowds. And like if you aim just right, like where you aim your blade and everything makes a difference.
Yeah.
And if you aim just right, like
Cut the
right where the
heads
head's off, I've cleaved like 3 heads off in one swing one time.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
But I also get my ass kicked a lot in it too. It's hard.
it is a hard game.
But it's once you get the hang of it, it's a lot. It's pretty rewarding.
Is
Like
it online?
yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
whole thing's online. Yeah.
so, there's like 64 player battles. There's 40 player battles. Right now, they're doing a special game mode of like all mounted combat.
They need Chivalry VR, bro.
Dude.
64 players online, sword, shield, fucking chopping each other's heads off. That would be awesome.
I guarantee the first thing that we're gonna see close to that is probably Blade and Sorcery if they ever do multiplayer.
Oh, dude.
That would be.
People,
That would be so fucking cool to have a virtual, like a VR battle, like sword battle and everything. Like,
Dude,
oh,
they've
man.
already got a working multiplayer Bone Lab mod. It's not like out for like people to download yet, but I've seen the developers on YouTube like
testing
riding
it out.
go-karts and like ramming into each other and stuff.
Yeah, like we need more multiplayer VR games where it's just like fucking around.
Yeah,
like,
for
like
sure.
sandbox VR games. We
Yeah.
don't see a lot of that at all.
No, not enough anyway.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
No.
But yeah, that's it.
Sweet. Well, let's get into the video game news, boys. Just so you know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We are simply bringing them all to one place and spitting them into your ears. Just like that. Thank you. Let's talk about the biggest news, though, real quick. The Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer came out. How do you boys feel about the Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer?
Pretty epic, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It looks funny. It looks epic. It
Yeah.
looks like the voice acting is pretty acceptable. I like Jack Black's Bowser.
Yeah,
like,
Jack
from-
Black kicked
I like
ass.
the
Yeah, he
fucking
stole the show
penguin,
on
dude.
that one. Yeah, the
I
penguin
thought
was
the
great.
penguin
Who
was
is
like,
who is the
do
penguin?
you yield? Like, I was just like, dude,
I don't
who
know,
is
but
that?
I feel like the penguin's gonna die. I mean, like,
I got like
Oh,
an
of course.
I got
I
like
mean,
an
he got
Idris
blown
Elba.
up in the trailer. Like,
I got like an Idris Elba.
It definitely no. It sounded like an anime voice actor. Like it really sounded like somebody I've heard in an anime before, and I don't know who it was, but like it was just intense. Fucking like everything looked beautiful. Like it starts off, you see like the giant Koopa ship or whatever the fuck it is come and drop anchor in this snow world or ice level world. And there's like these penguins, like I don't get where the penguins come from. I guess maybe it's in 64. Like
yeah, they kind of reminded me of the one you drop off the
cliff. Yeah, it's got to be the Mario 64. I feel like there was a lot of inspiration from the old Mario 64 game. And so anyways, he's like he ends up burning through this the kingdom and gets the star. And he's just like, yes, now I've got the power. And then you just see fucking Mario drop into the Mushroom Kingdom. I guess like he's not aware of what the Mushroom Kingdom is.
Yeah, he's like a newcomer to the land.
And Toad, I guess, brought him there because he's just like, oh, so this is the Mushroom Kingdom. And
I did not realize Toad was voiced by
Keegan Michael Key.
Yeah,
right?
Keegan-Michael.
Is that who is it?
Yeah. They just
I know he's in it. I didn't know it was Toad.
Yeah,
awesome.
I had to go back and listen to it. And
you know, Luigi's Charlie Day.
Yeah, I
Which is
cannot
perfect.
wait to hear him as fucking Luigi,
Oh
dude.
man,
I love Charlie Day.
there's a little clip of him, like but he doesn't say anything.
It just sounds like Charlie Day. That's the thing is like, how are we gonna go back to Mario being Mario voice and Charlie Day being Charlie Day?
Or
voice?
not.
Yeah, I think going
That's
forward,
the thing.
like,
I think he's gonna be fully voice acted from now on. I don't know.
no
Call
way,
me crazy.
no way.
Imagine how much deeper you could make a Mario game with like actual conversations being had in the game. You know what
or like
I mean?
a Mario RPG,
Yeah.
like a modern day.
I mean, call me crazy, but like that's the only way you're gonna progress the fucking series into like the next level. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's not the only way. But what if that's it? There's no other way.
It's the only way.
What if they did like a tie-in video game? Like, what if the next big Mario game was a tie-in like movie game?
That would be sick.
It could be cool. It looks like kind of like that Mario, like Bowser's Fury. Do you remember when they dropped that shit? It was like a kind of half open world, like little test thing on Mario 3D World or whatever. I think that's what's gonna happen here. Could be the next step, but I don't know.
So the Penguin's voiced by Carrie Payton, who is apparently a voice actor extraordinaire, responsible for the roles of Cyborg in the original Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. He's also set to voice, I can't even pronounce that, but it's he's going to be in Legend of Vox Machina on Prime and several other roles. So.
Oh, you know what? I bet he sounds like Lex Luthor. I bet you he was Lex Luthor and some shit. Now that I think about it,
He said he's got an extensive list of voice acting roles.
Yeah, so, he sounds like that. But anyways, it looks good. I'm excited.
Yeah,
it looks funny.
Chris Pratt there at the very end, like that last little line, there was like a hint of Mario.
Yeah, it was
in
Italian. It sounded like he was from Boston, not Italian. He had like a Boston accent where he's like, all right, let's go. Like, I don't know how to explain how he did it. But it was like,
I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think everybody's picky. I saw this meme earlier, and it was like people today, and it was like a crying face, and it was like Chris Pratt's voice is so terrible, and then it was like people in the 1990s, and it was like a picture from the Mario movie, and they're all like fucking just retarded looking.
I love that movie. Everyone's such a hater, but
I
that was like
haven't
a
watched
Blade
in so
Runner
long.
Super Mario movie. You know, like we're never gonna get something like that again, and I feel like we should honor that movie.
No,
you know?
yeah, definitely.
That
the
movie-
Goombas are something special in that movie.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
I hope they have. What if they have like a
like an
nod to it in
Eldritch
the new
horror.
movie?
They should. That would be great.
That would be fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure there will be. Like it's
They
gonna be
just
fun.
come across some boots and like, what the fuck are these? Throw them in the trash.
Like I like right off the bat though, like Toad is just like, don't touch that or you'll die. And he's like, oh, not that one. Actually, you're all good. It's like sweet. This is gonna be great. Anyways, on to some other news. Like, let's. Anybody got something they want?
What do we want to kick it off with?
I'll start with some basic shit. Let's see. Bethesda has confirmed a long-standing fan theory that two of its game franchises, Dishonored and Deathloop, are set in the same universe. So yeah, if you were playing Deathloop and you're like, yeah, man, this feels a lot like Dishonored, it's because it's set in the same universe.
In the
Apparently,
future.
yeah, in the future, far future, which makes sense because Dishonored's kind of got that like sword and like musket kind of vibe, you know what I mean? But the powers are so similar, you know. It all just makes sense.
No, it's just like
It just makes sense.
I just don't care. It's not that deep, guys.
No, it really isn't.
Like, I feel like that's the one thing, like, a lot of people seem to really like about Dishonored was, like, the story and shit. And I'm like, bro, I do not care. It's just, like, the gameplay is cool.
Dishonored 1 and 2 had an awesome story. Dishonored Death of an Outsider was kind of boring.
Yeah, I'm just like, I couldn't tell you what the fuck was happening in those games. I'm not reading all these little fucking notes everywhere and shit.
You don't have to in Dishonored. It's very up in your face with the story.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just dumb
Very,
because
very upfront about what's going on.
I could not tell you what happened in those games. But I also didn't really care for the games that much. Like, I think, and it's my fault because I went in, like, expecting BioShock type shit and then didn't get that. So,
Really?
like,
You didn't get the BioShock from it?
no. Like,
It's very BioShock.
it looks BioShock. It doesn't feel BioShock. It doesn't, like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know, man.
But I love
Kinda
Deathloop,
does
though.
feel BioShock, though.
I
Like,
disagree.
how does it not feel BioShock? Because you have an option to be stealthy?
No, it's more so like I feel like the
Because if you
story's
just
not
run
as
in
cool.
guns blazing, like, the gameplay feels almost identical to BioShock with different powers and, like, worse guns. Like,
I think it's the aesthetic. Like
Um,
I was like kind of let down. Like
I only briefly played Dishonored. It didn't. I tried it and I was like, eh.
hey, man, you know, if it's not for you guys, it's not for you guys,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm not hating on it at all.
No,
Like,
definitely
I'm
not
just
hating.
I mean,
baffled
like,
because I
yeah.
liked it so much. You know, it's one of those things when you like
I
hear
feel-
somebody hates a food you like a whole lot or something. You know, it's like what?
A cost.
I think it's arcane games in general. Like I always start them and then I'm like I get bored really quickly. And then like with Deathloop, it was like the polar opposite. Like I got in and I'm like, holy shit, I love this.
I think it's probably the aesthetic, like you were saying, because Deathloop also played a lot like the Dishonored games, but with a cooler like mechanic backing it and like better. You know, like it's I like
a
the
cool
like,
idea.
I like the colors in Deathloop. Like it was
Yeah.
a really vibrant game. You know what I mean? I don't know.
One thing I like, it was literally Austin Powers, the game. Like the way everybody's dressed and shit. I was like, dude, this is Austin Powers.
Yeah,
like straight
and the
up.
little club and stuff that you go to,
Yeah.
like it's totally got an Austin Powers-y vibe. Like
No one lives forever, or what was that?
Yeah, no one lives forever.
Is that
that aesthetic?
So, but yeah. Anyways, who's next? What you got?
Well, I think Brent.
He just did one.
Yeah, so it's you. I was gonna say Brent just did one,
Oh, okay, all right.
but you.
Okay, so apparently, there's a Persona 5 co-op card game coming next year, which I mean,
What?
sounds a little
What?
interesting.
Co-op cart. How
You
does
like?
that work?
Is it an actual physical card game?
No, like a video game, but it's like a card game. So it says Atlas has announced that a Persona 5 Royale cooperative card game is being developed in partnership with dang it, stupid screen. It's being developed with Pandasaurus Games. Century Eastern Wonders and Foundations of Rome designer Emerson Matsuchi is creating the game and is targeting a Q4 2023 release date. While this could mean anywhere from October to December next year, a graphic on the announcement post explicitly states it will arrive on October 21st. Quote, players will take on the roles of their favorite phantom thieves and fight to change the world in this cooperative card-based strategy game.
Oh, okay.
Said
So it's
Matsuchi.
like Metal Gear Acid or something where there's like a story involved too, and like
Yeah.
that's cool. I'm with that.
Yep.
You know, the thing about Persona and like Shin Megami Tensei and other games like that is like it's like the Final Fantasy like turn-based, you know, combat and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like I could see it translating well to a card game, especially with all the different personas you can acquire, you know what I mean? Like you could have it'd be like Pokemon cards or something, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh or something, you know?
It'll be fun, especially since it's co-op. I feel like that could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hell yeah. So, some of the bigger news that actually just dropped today. Cat Bailey over at IGN. So, TwitchCon Foam Pit leaves one streamer with a broken back, another with a dislocated knee.
Jesus.
So, apparently, there was
They
some.
need a deeper foam pit.
Yeah, apparently, there was some
Some
foam
less
pit at
hard
TwitchCon that
foam.
was just fucking people up today.
It's just rocks. Like
And
you
by
thought
foam
it was
pit.
foam.
So, Foam Pit at TwitchCon left at least one popular streamer with a broken back, and other creators are reporting injuries as well. Twitch streamer Adriana Chechik Chechik.
Check it.
Says she broke her back in 2 places, jumping into a foam pit that was part of Lenovo's booth,
Damn.
which, according to BuzzFeed News, was less than 2 feet deep at points. Yeah, definitely not deep enough.
Yeah, I've jumped in a lot of foam pits.
Fatality. Like, I just imagine, like, the X-ray, like...
Who was
What
thinking
the
that was a good
hell?
idea? Like,
Twitch, apparently. Twitch.
Yeah,
they
videos
be doing
circulating on
that.
social media show Chechik celebrating after winning a gladiator-style battle against another attendee, then jumping into the foam pit and looking visibly stunned as she says, "I can't get out."
Oh, shit. Is she, like, paralyzed now?
broke her back.
In 2 places.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're automatically paralyzed. Like,
I don't know.
I mean, it definitely means you're not going to be getting out of the foam pit on your own, probably, you know?
So-
Yeah.
She says, "Well, I broke my back in 2 places and am getting surgery to put a meter rod in for support today. Send your support."
goodness.
Chechik wrote on Twitter.
Oh, I'm
on her
suing
Twitter account.
everybody.
Oh, dude, yeah, Twitch is... I'm going to own Twitch, bro.
Oh, bro.
TwitchCon is for me next year.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
it's in honor of me.
So Chechik wasn't the only one injured in the foam pit. Streamer Locke Vanessa also posted a video on social media in which she jumped into the pit and dislocated her knee as a result.
Oh,
Yeah, because like there was like little platforms above this foam pit, like a foot above, and I guess they were fighting with the foam swords.
my knee's
And
already
people
like
were like
just
jumping
like,
off like after winning and not knowing that it was like 2 feet. And like those foam, they compress like really. You have to have at least like
Yeah,
5
4
feet of that.
yeah.
4 or 5 feet to really do anything.
Yeah,
God
that's some
dang.
dumb shit. Like, I feel like my kneecaps are already like just like literally like just mush or like just broken bones like waiting. You know? It's how you just like jump in and just imagine like hitting it like stiff and then your knees just like.
Fuck.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yep. So
that's a horror film right there.
yeah, and apparently other injuries are being reported too, like people, bruises and stuff, just because they hit concrete.
Man,
Like,
that's terrible.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Brent, what you got over there?
All right, good news, Valve fans. You no longer have to wait in line for a reservation to buy a Steam Deck. Instead, you can just buy it.
What?
Yeah.
You can buy a
You
product?
can buy a product now. So if you want a
I
Steam
wonder
Deck,
how long the wait is when you order it though.
I don't know. I think it ships in. Oh, it says it. Oh no, that's the dock. I'm sorry. So there's more to this. It says Valve has also unveiled the device's promising docking station,
yep.
which costs $89 and ships in 1 to 2 weeks.
Did you see how many wires are coming back out of the back of the docking station?
No, I didn't.
Like fully connected. I saw a picture of fully connected.
Oh, it says it includes not only HDMI, DisplayPort, and 3 USB 3.1 connectors, but it also has an Ethernet port.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So I don't think you have to use all of the connectors. I think it's just giving you options
Yeah.
to connect. But dude, that's
But having
great.
an Ethernet port's great.
Yeah, that's great. You
yeah.
can link up for sure. Honestly, I think that's probably worth $89.
And the USB ports probably means you can plug a controller to it, or like
Yeah.
a mouse and keyboard.
And that's sick because honestly, it would really function like a little computer. You just plop it on the
Yeah.
thing. You got your computer desktop. Plop it off the thing. You
Go
got
to
your
town.
yeah.
Valve might have done. Valve might have started something. We're gonna have like little mini computer. All the fucking gaming laptops are just gonna go to like Steam Decks now.
I know I want one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I guess somebody else can go.
So, a remaster of 2017's Horizon Zero Dawn is reportedly in the works for PS5 alongside a brand new multiplayer game for PS5 and PC.
I'm so shocked.
Yeah,
Like-
as reported by VGC and MP First, The Last of Us Part 1 remake, in which we previously asked if that was worth its $70 price tag just 9 years after its release, looks to be soon joined by an updated version of Alloy's first adventure on PS4. It isn't 100% clear if this would be a full remake like The Last of Us Part 1 or just a remaster, but some of the details make it seem like it is trending more towards the latter. The reports claim this new version will add, quote, accessibility features, graphics modes, and quality of life improvements to the gameplay itself. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. This is another one where it's pretty arguable. Like The Last of Us. Like, do you really need this?
This is even newer than The Last of Us Part 1.
And not only that, but it's already on PS5 running at 60 frames per second in full 4K. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hear me out. $70. But
We add volumetric lighting.
No.
Yeah, we add some lighting. We're gonna move the textures up a
fog.
little bit. It's gonna be a little nicer. Listen
No,
to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. $70.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that's what they're hearing. Like as they're sitting there, like everybody bought the part one. They bought the part one to The Last of Us. You tell me we don't want another $70 game out there for free. You know, we don't have to do shit for this.
barely have to touch it and just fucking. No, this is a fucking cash grab.
It is a cash grab, but it's also, I think this has to do. I was listening to a couple of podcasts that I listen to on the daily, and one was talking about how it's possible because there's like that animated show coming out for Netflix or whatever that they're just wanting to have it out there because they saw how like everybody's going to buy the Last of Us since the new Last of Us movie's coming out. They were like, well, what if we have like a just ready to go, thing for.
Well, I think it's also something about like wanting new players to be able to play the whole story in like a really good graphics. You know what I mean? I know that sounds silly, but it's like it's hard to go back to like last gen
PS4,
shit and like play the fucking old stuff just so you can play the new game. You know what I mean? Like,
but $70. That's where it's fucked up. Like, sell your remakes for $50.
Yeah, 50.
It shouldn't even be
make
60.
a dickload of money on $50.
Yeah.
You know.
I just think that's the cash grab part where they're just gonna come in and be like, "Hey, it's a fully priced title," and it's like, "Hey, go fuck yourself." But
I think if you already own the last game, you should be able to buy the new game at some kind of discounted price.
or not at all. Like,
Yeah,
not have
for
to
sure.
buy it. Like,
but anyways, Devin, what you got?
oh, is me.
Yep.
So, Silent Hill director says multiple Silent Hill games in development.
Yeah.
So,
The
Logan.
rumor mill is milling.
Yeah, it's getting going again. So, Logan Plant over at IGN, the Silent Hill movie director Christopher Gans may have confirmed that multiple Silent Hill games are indeed in the works, corroborating rumors that have been circulating for some time now. Gans directed the 2006 Silent Hill film and has previously teased his involvement in a new Silent Hill movie.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean a game's
Game,
coming.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
So, yeah, this
It
is all
doesn't not
speculating.
mean a game's coming, though. You know, a lot of times when these things come out, they come out and
side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I feel like the Silent Hill movie was all right. Like his movie was all the rest of them were terrible, like the sequels.
yeah.
Like don't ever watch those.
Well.
But
Well, in a recent French video interview, Gans spoke about the future of Silent Hill franchise, and thanks to a translation posted on Reset Era, which Jan separately confirmed to be accurate, Gans teased what's to come on the video game front. Excuse me. I'm working, quote, I'm working with the Silent Hill team, the original creators at Konami. There are several games in development as we speak. There are several teams on it with a big line of games. They will revive the franchise.
All right.
Gans said.
there you go.
I think they were really impressed of the success of the remakes of Resident Evil, that they are evidently exceptional games. That was maybe an odd translation. But yeah. So I mean that's a pretty solid statement. Like there's no kind of like, oh, did he mean this? Did he mean that?
Yeah.
I mean that's
I think they should follow Resident Evil's formula. I think they should drop a new game and immediately follow it up with a remake of the original Silent Hill. But have the new game be in first person like PT and have the remake be a fucking third person remake. You know what I mean? Like
No.
just steal fucking Resident Evil's formula, because Resident Evil's been doing great for itself lately, and
Yeah.
they're very similar games.
And-
I mean,
it should be very, very moist, like the Resident Evil
Squishy?
remakes. No, just like how like it's all wet and just like slippery all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, it's foggy. You can make
Yeah.
it moist, like
Yeah,
make
you
it.
could definitely make it moist.
Yeah, everything should be wet. Like
Very
that
wet.
way, the lighting looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
Because like you have all these reflections and shit.
No, I'm with the wetness.
why do you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that I'm falling on this
And
moistness.
The
of
wetness
the video.
makes people uncomfortable, okay?
Like yeah, it's scary to be wet. Anyways, let's. in fog, it's
Oh,
very
God.
uncomfortable.
The guy
because
pitching the game to the fucking people.
they're like, yeah, hey, don't let that guy back in here.
Come on, guys, see me out.
There's a
There's rain
picture posted on the front door.
everywhere.
Just water. No, but
Oh, shit.
anyways, Brent, what you got?
Okay. Crystal Dynamics hasn't made a Legacy of Kain game in more than a decade, but that might change soon. The company has authored a survey which asks fans what they'd like to see in a new entry in the series. The survey asks the sort of questions you'd expect, blah, blah, blah. Basically, it seems like they're going to make a new Legacy of Kain game, but they haven't decided what they're actually going to do.
They just asked if we want it, basically.
They were like, okay, what would you want in it? And then they also asked about other vampire games that have been made, like Vampire, V-Rising, Vampire Survivors, shit like that. So it's like, I feel like they're going to make it because they know that a vampire game could be hot right now, and they have an IP that's like,
Vampiric.
relatively established and vampiric, but they're not sure how they want to go about it. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I say make a Soulsborne type game. And that's it. That's all you got to fucking do. Just make like anything that involves vampires now, it has to be a Soulsborne game. Like that's just how it has to be now, unfortunately. Or fortunately. It just depends.
Has there been a vampire Soulsborne type game yet?
I mean, Bloodborne technically looks
Did it deal with any vampires though? It
I
dealt with a lot of blood.
I know there's werewolves and stuff, I think.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's like if it looks like that, it's got to be Soulsborne, Or otherwise,
I don't know, man.
You'll just be let down. Like, I mean, how could they make a?
I'll tell you what they should do.
Huh?
They need to do what Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline don't. You know what I'm saying?
So anything, literally anything.
Literally anything. No, but we need to make a game. That's an actual like fucking story choice-driven RPG like Vampire.
Oh, you're talking like a Cyberpunk 2077, but with vampires. Okay.
That could be cool.
That could be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It could be.
Yeah.
Just saying.
No, he's saying it.
He's saying it. He did say it.
So for a while now, this is coming from Logan Plant at IGN. For a while now, the PlayStation brand has been evolving, no longer simply meaning the console that sits under your television. The word PlayStation now applies to movies, television, shows, or even the brand's console-exclusive games appearing on PC. Now speaking to a handful of media outlets, head of PlayStation Studios, Herman Holst, has outlined a bit more of what's in store for PlayStation's expanding future. One clear pillar of PlayStation's business strategy moving forward is live service games, as previously proven by Sony's $3.7 billion acquisition of Bungie. According to Holst, Bungie's role in the PlayStation family will partially be to serve as an example of how to handle the live service model. Quote, I've been a long-time admirer of Bungie, the executive told GQ. They speak our language. And so we've been doing this for a decade. And so they've been doing this for a decade since the original release of Destiny. So the battle scars that they have earned, coupled with their absolute transparency, means I can't think of a better partner to have in that space. Meanwhile, Holst told Axios that PlayStation has greenlit 12 total projects in the live ops space. I don't know why they call it ops, because that's a whole different meaning now. We can't use that word for anything other than my ops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so... But you get the point. They got 12.
Maybe they are meaning it like that. Maybe they got 12 ops coming after them right now, dog.
So they got 12 live games of service games in the works right now. Sony does.
Oh, jeez.
Why though? I feel like Sony's just been saying all the dumbest shit this past year. Like they know how people feel about this shit, even if it's gonna be good. Don't say it. Don't say you got 12 projects for games of service. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just sounds bad.
It sounds bad, but it might be.
It could be good.
Not so bad.
That's what I'm saying. But
you
just
might
don't
have
say
12 war zones in development right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
even that, don't fucking do that. Don't.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying 12.
I just mean
12 good quality
okay.
free-to-play games. You know what I mean? Like
I feel that.
I'm just saying it might be. Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
It doesn't give me hope.
Yeah. Could be though.
But they do talk about some other stuff. He says about 25 titles are in development in the PlayStation, world, and that roughly half of the projects in development are new IP. So that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So, there's good, there's bad, or it could be all good, or it could all be bad. We have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not getting I don't know.
The future? is there.
It doesn't sound promising.
No,
don't
I
know.
feel like Sony's just been saying dumb shit. Like,
Well, it's like somebody can say some off the wall shit, and they're like, Sony's like, yeah, I do that. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that. We got like 6 projects. You
I
know,
mean,
it's in the
Sony
works.
does
Like,
have some shit in the works, obviously. You
Yeah.
know
A lot
what I
of
mean?
shit.
We got PlayStation VR 2 on the horizon. We got like lots of games yet to be released.
Well,
you
that's
know
true.
what I mean?
Well,
Sony better not spread themselves too thin, though.
no.
I don't think they are.
No,
I think
no.
Sony is perfectly capable of whatever they're putting their minds to here.
Now, if some of these games as a service or live
Live
service
service
games
games,
were VR, that'd be cool. That'd be something new.
I
feel
bet.
like-
Okay. You know, that might be a thing, actually,
Maybe,
because that's the
yeah.
thing about VR is, like, social spaces are really kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean,
And I
all
wouldn't
the
be-
social games are huge.
I would be
Like,
surprised if there's not some sort of, like, PlayStation VR home base you can, like, have friends come over and, like, hang out in your home. You know what I mean? Kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, like a VR chat.
Mm-hmm. But,
Yeah.
like, a Sony thing. you
Yeah,
know?
specifically Sony, for sure.
Who knows?
But anyways, what you got?
So, have y'all seen the Street Fighter 6 created characters?
Yeah.
Hilarious,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Oh yeah.
So the Street Fighter 6 beta character creator is generating some truly cursed creations. Amelia's owner over at IGN, which honestly, like, just go look this up. I'm not even going to really go into it,
Yeah.
but there's been a closed beta going on for Street Fighter 6. And they give you very large creative abilities with creating these characters, and people are making the most outlandish characters that they can possibly conceive through the character creation, and it is some of them are just fucking out there. But yeah, go look up pictures. It's very amusing.
That's hilarious.
I
That's how the
can't-
UFC character creator is. Some of these people just have, like, fucking just round orbs for heads. Like,
Does
with
that
a
affect the
Nigel
hitbox?
Thornberry nose on the front? Like,
I wonder how much the hitboxes are going to be affected by this.
I don't know.
Like, do they change with the models, or are they all general hitboxes?
I'm
I
sure
mean-
it's general. There's no way, like, because you'd have people like that are just sticks, like that you could not beat, you know, or
I
like.
feel like most of the, like, you can only make yourself so skinny, but you can make yourself really big. So I think you could probably give yourself a disadvantage, but not give yourself an advantage. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
At least not much.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or maybe
don't know
you
the
pick your
mechanics.
hitbox. Maybe you're like
I haven't
I'm a
ever
skinny
gone up
form.
against a fucking created fighter and felt like, oh wow, they have a huge advantage over me because of the way they have made their character. You know what I mean?
in the new Street Fighter.
No, in UFC. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, in Street Fighter, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen some where it looks like they're literally like skeletons, like, and it's just like some weird shit. But anyways, Brent, what you got?
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Hiya.
Hiya. After a series of leaks, rumors, and reports, EA has officially unveiled Need for Speed Unbound.
Boo! Did y'all watch the?
I thought it was gonna be underground. Like when I saw
It
Unbound,
basically is. It's like anime Need for Speed Underground with ASAP Rocky in it for some reason.
Yeah, and apparently he has a lot of creative influence on the game too.
Yeah, I don't know.
what does that mean?
I don't.
What
I don't
what
know.
is
Like,
it?
yeah, man. We need that. We need that car in there.
Mr. Rocky, what do you think we should do? We got 3 pictures here. Which one looks better to you? That one.
That's
All
probably
right, thank
exactly
you,
what it was.
Mr. Rocky. He's been influencing this whole game. Yes.
I'm not mad about a Need for Speed game coming out, though. You know, it's about time. You know,
I haven't
about time they
tried.
switch it up too, because Carbon was kind of just bland. I feel like all the Need for Speed since like Most Wanted have been pretty.
Need for Speed carbon copy. He's like straightforward about
For
that
real.
shit.
Yeah, I have. I think I tried one like a couple years ago, and I was like, what? No.
Whack.
I mean, the Need for Speed games have always been a little more arcadey, but I always
Oh.
like the customization and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
For
know.
sure.
I've got a soft spot for Need for Speed.
I think I didn't like
So-
how it drove either. There was something about how it felt like driving that I just wasn't about. I don't remember which one it was.
It's not
though.
realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm not like. I mean, I'm not a sim driver. Like I play Forza. Like it's not very realistic.
No, yeah,
but
that's
there was
real.
there was something about it. I don't remember which one it was though. But
So, fans have uncovered a website confirming that Elle Fanning will indeed be in Kojima's next project. It was uncovered via QR code at the event, which led to a website linked to Kojima Productions. The Untitled project is listed simply as, quote, Hideo Kojima game, end quote. And in discovering the QR code, it was noted that it's proxied by a tiny URL that suggests it might point to a new URL in the future. So Kojima Productions has been dropping a series of clues about the star of Hideo Kojima's next project, which is speculated to be a horror game titled Overdose. The latest hint, a cryptic poster with an outline of a woman's face and the question, quote, where am I? End quote.
Yes, please.
So this is going to be the Xbox exclusive game. So I'm excited about this. We're getting a Game Pass horror Kojima game with Elle Fanning. I don't know. I guess is that Dakota Fanning's sister or like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's Elle Fanning?
I don't know, man. She's probably in something cool.
Yeah, and we're just.
We probably know who it is. It's probably one of those actresses where it's like you know her face, but you don't know
who they be.
You know?
Elle Fanning.
I don't.
What's her biggest role?
Her sibling is Dakota Fanning. She was in Maleficent.
The Great.
The girl from Plainville.
Oh,
she was in Super 8. I guess she was the girl in Super 8.
No, okay, I know who it is for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Sweet.
Good for her.
Super duper. Anyways, Devin.
So, High on Life meet the voice actors in Justin Roiland's comedy FPS. So this is a Ryan McCaffrey. So High on Life, the upcoming comedy FPS from Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland and his Squanch Games development studio have revealed its voice cast, and it features Rick and Morty alums, stand-up comedians, sketch comedy legends, prominent video game voice actors, and many other funny and talented people.
I bet Chris Parnell's in it somewhere, huh?
I guess we'll have to find out.
He's in like everything these days, and he does the Jerry for Rick and Morty, right? So I feel like he'll probably.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I didn't realize who that was. Yeah, I didn't know him by name, but no.
He did the voiceover for Maneater. Like in Maneater, the game where you're the shark eating everybody,
Yeah.
he does like the National Geographic voiceover that's going on the whole time.
My favorite thing is reading the comments on like the video like of him like shooting the kid or whatever, and everybody's just like, oh great, another Rick and Morty voice, so dumb. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? I'm like, you guys know you're just hating because it's on Xbox. Like if this was a Sony game, like everybody would be like, fuck yeah, but because it's like coming out for Xbox, it's just getting so much hate right now, and it makes no sense to me because it looks funny as fuck. Like I'm just saying, quit hating on this game.
You act like people just don't hate on PlayStation games ever.
Don't.
Like
They literally
they
don't.
definitely do. It's
Name one.
like fucking every game that comes out ever.
The only one I can think of that anybody ever hated on was The Last of Us 2. And that was it. And it was because of a very specific thing.
Everybody hated Days Gone for like no reason. Everybody hates like everything that comes out. Fucking Concrete Genie got trashed. Fucking like.
Hold up. Concrete Genie does not count. That was like a VR game or some shit that came out on like.
It's not a VR game. It's just a normal game that came out.
That wasn't a
last
VR
year.
game?
No. I'm just saying, like, there's lots of games that get trashed that come out for Sony. They're not immune to.
But they're
fucking-
typically the ones that are trashed are typically not that good compared to the rest of the Sony lineup. I'm just saying. Like
I don't know, man. I
Would
think
you
there's
give Concrete
equal,
Genie
equal amounts of haters on both sides of the field. is
I
all I'm
was just
saying.
about to say, I think you can find hate on
Yeah.
anything. If you look.
I don't think
For
that
this
that's just
game
like
specifically,
Xbox
though-
just being attacked. I think if this game was coming out on PlayStation, there would be just as many haters
disagree.
coming at.
So
Agree to disagree on that
I think
because
that's-
I have seen an overwhelming amount of hate for this game that makes no sense at all. And people are like, "Oh, this is what y'all got." Like literally, that's what people
I
are
think
putting.
that people are just tired of Rick and Morty. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it has anything to do with it coming to Game Pass. I mean, it's coming to all platforms. It's not like just an exclusive Xbox game. You
yeah,
know
but
what
the
I mean?
fact
Like,
it's coming to Game Pass is what
I
people are
don't think people
bitching
care
about.
as much as you think they care.
I don't know, dude. Maybe I just read a lot of Twitter, but like I'm just
Oh, well,
tired
there-
of watching the hate, dude.
Well, there's your problem. It's
Yeah,
fucking Twitter,
and like,
dude.
and even on like YouTube and shit, like you're
Really?
starting to see it seep over into there, where people are just like, "Oh yeah, it's so cool, you guys got this game on Game Pass," and like, it's like, what? Like,
don't know.
I don't fucking understand. Like, it's Rick and Morty's type shit. It's funny. Like, it's like, okay, you're telling me you watched this video and didn't laugh. Like, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that. I seriously, I mean, whatever. But
So Royland plays your first talking gun, the pistol-like Kenny, who sounds quite a bit like Morty. Curb Your Enthusiasm's JB Smoove voices the shotgun-esque talking gun Gus. Comedian Betsy Sodero plays Sweezy, the Halo Needler-like gun you can use in our exclusive 12-minute gameplay video from earlier this week. A little plug
I'll say
there.
they're just gonna ruin
the whole
ruin
game,
all
yeah.
the game.
I kind of don't want to know
I feel like the
all
whole
this.
game
Yeah,
is just
dude.
finding and meeting the new gun, so it's gonna just like tell us
All right,
everything.
I'll
like,
just name the names and I won't say what they
Yeah,
are.
don't say
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they are. Just say like,
Okay.
who's in it.
So, Tim Robinson from Netflix's I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah, he's funny.
Sarah Silverman.
That show is funny.
Wait, who?
Sarah Silverman.
Okay, that's a big name.
Yeah, Tim
Um,
Robinson is a really good comedian.
Oh wait, no. The Sarah Silverman program co-star Laura
Oh,
Silverman.
I was like, there's no way Sarah Silverman like agreed to be in this shit. She was like in fucking what's that big ass movie? With the video game character guy. The
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I was like, how's she gonna be a Wreck-It Ralph and then come down and play this? Like, no way.
So Dave Herman. I don't know who that is. Well, Mad TV. Dave Herman. A cartoonist Michael Cusack.
It's like John
I was
Cusack's
about to say,
brother or
is that related
something?
to John Cusack? Like,
A lot of related.
Yeah.
A lot of celebrity.
I need
like,
a brother
siblings.
that's famous. So I
It's
can
like
get
the
into
C
the
tier,
industry.
like we got some C tier, like famous people. It's like whenever you watch like what was that show where it was basically like a bunch of C tier celebrities and they would just like watch random like YouTube videos and then just like comment on them. You know what I'm talking about?
I
It
don't
was
know.
like on True TV or some shit, like, and it would be like it was like dumb robbers or whatever, and like they
Sounds great.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
No, I do know what you're talking. It was so bad.
It was really bad.
Oh,
It was
God.
like, okay, I could.
It's so fucking forced. Like all the jokes that they try to make about these funny viral videos is just like, shut up. Like
It was like if
Sounds like
Tosh-
it's got so much potential too. You know.
no.
It would it would
What?
have potential if you got like Tosh, like Daniel Tosh
Yeah.
level
Yeah.
people. It was like they took the Tosh.0 concept and then gave it to a bunch of people you've never heard of, or like they were like
They were
one
like-
hit wonders or whatever, and then like they were like trying to say stuff.
Not even.
But it would be like the lowest hanging fruit possible, like jokes. They'd be like, "Wow, his wife's gonna be mad at him." You'd be like,
it
God.
was so bad.
Yeah.
So-
fucking- oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna finish this out real quick. So other notable voices are Kevin McDonald, Maria Bamford, Nathan Drake, voice actor Nolan North.
I was like, Nathan Drake's gonna be there. Wow.
Fucking Thomas Middleditch, whoever that is.
Thomas Littleday.
Jennifer Hale and Tara Strong.
Thomas Middleditch is somebody famous, and I don't know who that is, but that
Solar
name,
Opposites.
that's what I should have known. But
Cool.
yeah, very neat. Brent, what you got?
All right. Let's see. Oh, this is the one you've been waiting for, Jamel.
Is this the movie thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Polish video game development studio Bloober Team will be adapting its 2021 psychological horror title The Medium. VFX company Platige Image.
Why do they think that's a good idea? Like,
It's gonna be so bad, dude. Especially if it follows the plot from the game. You know what I mean?
I feel
know.
like people are gonna like burn down the studio.
Yeah,
are
I
y'all
hope
gonna
this
watch it?
actually brings awareness to like the fucking game in like a bad way. You know what I mean? Because I just can't stand this game, and I hope I'm not gonna watch it, and I encourage other people to not watch it.
Yeah, like I just don't understand the concept. Like I really don't. Like I think if more people knew what the game was about, that game would have gotten like literally like I think Bloober Team might actually have to fear for their lives. Like if more like just your typical American knew what that game was
Yeah,
about.
I think they're fortunate that most people are too stupid to understand the,
The
fucking game.
concept, yeah, like dude, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Very crazy to me that that's happening, but we'll see.
I'm sure it'll do great.
It'll be fucking
see
like
for
Roman Polanski will like film it or some shit.
The Bloober Team CEO was like, "Yeah, with the latest hits of Cyberpunk Edge Runners and the Arcane, this is the perfect time for such productions." It's like, dude, I don't know.
No.
I don't think there's
No,
ever
it's
a
not.
time. Throw it in the trash. But yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's literally insane. So what was I gonna say? Oh, apparently, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but apparently the Five Nights at Freddy's movie has a new director. So this is only the 15th director to
I
take.
heard they're getting Jim Henson Studios to make the animatronics, which I think could either be really stupid or really terrifying.
I'll
You know
believe
what I
it
mean?
when I see it. You know, like how long have we been talking about this movie? Like seriously, it's been years. Like
Yeah, no, a long time.
and like at least 3 or 4 different directors have been signed on to this and like different like writing scripts and all that stuff. So.
Almost every video game movie has gone through this same thing. Like different directors, even publishers too. Like different It's
Yeah,
it's never gonna result in a good thing. Like the fucking Nathan Drake movie didn't, or Uncharted movie was like,
Yeah,
like, and it went through the same thing.
it really did.
According to the Hollywood Reporter, the upcoming video game adaptation has put Emma Tammy at the helm following the exit of Chris Columbus. It's just crazy. Chris Columbus was going to make this film,
Yeah.
like the guy
It
who
might
worked
have
on Harry
actually
Potter.
been crazy at that point. You know what I mean?
So Blumhouse, who is producing the horror thriller, has already tasked Jim Henson's Creature Shop with bringing the beloved yet creepy animatronic horrors to the big screen. Blumhouse boss Jason Blum tweeted to add that filming on the movie will begin on February 2023, or in February 2023. So they haven't even started filming this thing. We'll see it like 2 years from now if this goes through, if this person stays attached to it. If not, then we'll just get another director, and then we'll see it in 20 years.
The problem is the Five Nights at Freddy's craze has died out already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was hot as shit a minute ago, you know? You should have struck while the iron was hot, you know?
I mean, maybe kids still like it. Isn't that a kids thing, though? Like, straight up, like...
I mean, it's like it's
pretty-
popular with kids, but it's really not a children's game. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's pretty broad spectrum
Yeah,
on like who played it. Like
yeah.
there's a lot of I knew a lot of adults, but then it was always like little kids would play it too.
it's
Like,
definitely more popular with the kids, but it's got its appeal to
Yeah.
anybody who wants to play it. It's not
but
like
I agree that like the hype has kind of died out though. Like it was Five Nights at Freddy's was like big deal there.
it was
for
so
several,
hot for a while.
Yeah,
like,
for several years, and then now it's just kind of like
Freddy's so hot. Yeah. No, that was like, it was big in like 2017 or some shit. It was a while ago. Long while ago. But anyways.
So, anyways, fucking good old CD Projekt Red, IGN, is working on 3 Witcher games.
Well, CD Projekt Red is the division that works on Cyberpunk
Oh, is that
and The Witcher.
specifically?
Yeah, CD Projekt has several
Oh.
different divisions. There's
Well,
CD
then, I
Projekt
didn't even
Blue
realize.
and CD Projekt some other like.
Some other color.
Okay.
Brent's colorblind. Give him the. He's like CD Projekt. I don't know. What if it worked like that? You couldn't even say the
Can't
words.
think of it. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that, so I was ignorant on that. But yeah, working on 3 Witcher games, a new Cyberpunk, and a new IP.
Ooh.
So Mr. Joe Scribbles over at IGN.
Apparently they moved the whole Cyberpunk team down to a new location and got like a whole new team, and like just the core team has like been assigned to like oversee a whole new development team for the new Cyberpunk game.
Yeah,
And
I
shit.
heard there's a lot more people, a lot more
Yeah.
developers on it this time
They
around.
probably
too.
realized how much bigger of a task it actually is than they like anticipated the first time. You know, like,
Hopefully.
Well, they're creating a whole U.S. team, is what they're doing. Like they sent some people over to here, to the U.S., and they're building out a U.S. I guess arm of the development team. So
that's cool.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
So, CD Projekt Red has announced the code names and brief descriptions for 5 new games, including 3 Witcher games, a new Cyber. Oh, we just fucking read that. I don't know. Revealed on Twitter, it marks a major next step for the developer in multiple respects, from developing its own IP from scratch to developing multiple full-size games at one time. In a separate release, the company says it's also adding multiplayer to the majority of future projects. Ooh, that could be.
It's
You
interesting
think
to
we're going to
think.
see like a co-op Witcher?
Well, I mean, they were trying to do
maybe.
multiplayer on Cyberpunk. They just kind of quit.
Did they say anything about?
Yes, originally.
Yeah, they gave up on it. I think
Yeah,
because
they
the
quit.
interest wasn't there. Everybody was so down on Cyberpunk for a while. They kind of like just started focusing on the Phantom Liberty expansion or whatever that they're going to release. I think.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to have co-op or something. It was some type of multiplayer. I think it was PvP, right?
Something like that. I'm not 100% sure. It would have been pretty fun, probably.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what their new IP is going to be, because honestly, like they've done a great job like adapting the Witcher books and like adapting the graphic novel of Cyberpunk. You know what I mean? But it's like to think about what they could just do if they let their imaginations go. You know what I mean? Like it might be terrible, it might be great.
Or yeah,
you know
but say
I mean?
because they've always based it off of something,
Yeah.
maybe it won't.
I say just adapt something else. Like find something else cool and adapt.
They're definitely
it.
good at it. You know?
Yeah. Do like what if they did a Star Wars game?
Yeah.
Could be cool.
Guardians of the Galaxy or something. Like they could do something cool.
Yeah.
Star Wars could be really cool if you did it like a RPG where you just could go wherever you want, you know.
Make like the new they could be handed the whatchamacallit, the what was it, Shadow of the Empire, like on N64, like in the Jedi Outcast Jedi Academy games. Like they should do the
that'd be
next
cool.
one, because like those were first person and third person, you know, so like they could do those.
Imagine if they made fucking New Vegas 2.
No. No. I mean, it could be good. I don't know.
So the 5 code names are Orion, a code name for our next Cyberpunk game, which will take the Cyberpunk franchise further and continue harnessing the potential of this dark future universe. Unquote. Orion will be developed by a brand new CD Projekt studio set up in the U.S.
I'm glad they're not just ditching Cyberpunk. You know
Me
what
too.
I mean?
I really like the world that they could go forward with. Like
Yeah.
they've got a good ground base. I like all
I
the
hope they
little
do a
things that they put
different
into
city
it.
with the same world. You know what I mean? Like Night City has to just be one city in like in a dystopian
City.
futuristic United States. You
Like
know,
world, yeah, because it's over in like California, right?
Yeah,
Is
I
where,
think so.
Yeah.
I think giving it to Americans is a smart idea, because like Western RPGs tend to have a better. I feel like a Western RPG Cyberpunk would be better. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why, but I feel like if you got like some of the people from Fallout working on it, like it could be way doper, in my opinion. Maybe.
I have hopes. I mean, and also, I mean, the setting's probably going to be over here in the West, anyways.
Yeah.
So.
I like Cyberpunk fine for what it is. I just hope the sequel is a little more polished. Like that's all I ask. You know what I mean?
So, Polaris, a code name for the next installment in the Witcher series of games, which we recently announced was in pre-production. It is the beginning of a new saga. We aim to release 2 more Witcher games after Polaris, creating a new AAA RPG trilogy.
I want one where you just play as Ciri, and you know what I mean. I think that would be really cool.
I mean, I don't know how the Witcher 3 ended, but wouldn't that like make sense to go to her?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
Who knows? So, Canis Majoris, a full-fledged Witcher game separate to the new Witcher saga, starting with Polaris. It will be developed by an external studio headed by experienced developers who have worked on past Witcher games. It's not currently clear which developer is working on this project, though. Sirius, a code name for the game developed by the Molasses Flood. Set in the Witcher universe and created with support from CD Projekt Red, it will differ from our past productions, offering multiplayer gameplay on top of a single-player experience, including a campaign with quests and a story. And then the last one, a code name for a third entirely distinct IP created from scratch within CD Projekt Red. The project is in the earliest stages of the creative process, which means we are not developing any game yet, but we are working exclusively on the foundation for this new setting.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and hear a little bit more, as time goes on. So.
Yeah, I wonder what they end up doing.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I saw. Or no, never mind. No, that was something.
I was just going to say, I don't know if it's a good idea to announce all this shit now, like whenever you barely have any of it being worked on, just because like you might pull a Cyberpunk and fucking get too much
hype going.
Yeah, it's like they probably should have just announced like 1 or 2 of these things. Like they didn't have to be like, we got 6 fucking games happening. It's like that's too much. That just sounds spread too thin and crazy. But
it does sound spread very thin.
we'll see.
Okay. So I'm not even gonna read this whole thing, but apparently Far Cry 6 is putting out a Game of the Year edition, even though they didn't win any Game of the Year awards, for $120. That's going to come with Far Cry 6, the Season Pass, and the new DLC that's coming out soon, the Lost Between Worlds, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah,
Which is outrageous because you can go buy Far Cry 6 at GameStop right now for like $9.99 or something like that. Like it's on clearance.
No
right
one's
now.
going to buy this.
Like
That's literally like they're just grabbing a bunch of shit they have in the office and they're like, hey, let's just throw it in here. Maybe somebody will buy it.
It sounds like they're lost between worlds, thinking that that's going to fucking sell.
$20? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, even if you don't find it on clearance, you can still go get it on a normal day at GameStop for $20. You know what I mean? Like, and you can get all the DLC currently available for like $30 or $40 online right now. So it's like, well, the only thing
hell?
So look, you buy the $20 one at GameStop, you buy the $30 or $40 DLC right now, you buy the other $40 DLC that comes out in the future, you're still gonna be under. Yeah, like that's ridiculous, you know?
How much you want to bet Ubisoft is the company that is going to be bought by the fucking Saudi Arabian prince dude? Like, I guarantee you that's what's happening right now. They're kind of... I feel like Ubisoft is kind of taking a hit lately. Like, outside of Assassin's Creed's all they got going for them right now. That, like, in my opinion, after all that shit that happened with their like company being outed for just being like a bunch of like, what were they? It's just like rapists or something, like, or was that Activision? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it was.
There was
No, it
stuff
was
that came
Ubisoft.
up.
Yeah.
Well, there was stuff that came up about just toxic work environment.
Toxic
but
work.
nothing like
Activision was the
as-
bad one.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
as big as Activision had.
No, because they outed the Ubisoft, like the head dude had to leave. Remember his name was like Francois or some shit, and we were like talking about how like we were reading some of the stuff that was happening where like the guys would just like go over to the women like while they were working and just be like, and just
I
like
thought that was Activision.
it might. I honestly
The
can't remember.
Igor guy?
Yeah,
Well, it said he was leaving after just 1 year for personal reasons.
No. That's the guy that they replaced the original guy that got fired for.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, and their head dude just left just for personal reasons or whatever. Like, so the guy that replaced the other guy. So something's going on at Ubisoft right now. And that's why I think some shit,
Toxic work.
I think they're about to get bought out by the Middle East dude and like Saudi Arabia.
The Saudi Arabian government.
Yeah, they're just gonna come in and they're gonna fuck up Ubisoft so bad. We'll see though. But anyways, I'm out of like big news besides some more Xbot issues from Jamel. Xbox Game Pass apparently is doing really well. Like apparently they in 1 year they brought in $3.8 billion in revenue from Game Pass subscriptions.
That's not surprising.
No.
You know, Game Pass is the shit.
No, everybody. Okay.
I feel like everybody who has a PC or an Xbox should have Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can't have
It's
one
all-
of those and
yeah.
just be, you know.
Well, the thing was like a bunch of people in the industry were saying that Game Pass wasn't profitable and that it wasn't sustainable.
It might be less profitable to a developer in certain aspects, but like I don't think it's not sustainable for Xbox. You know what I mean?
No.
For Microsoft themselves, I feel like that's a great business model. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Netflix is doing it. What you know?
Yeah,
like-
why can't video games? No, and the other thing is like they've actually been proving that like all these companies that have been coming out and or like third-party developers putting their games on Game Pass have actually been making a shit ton of money by putting their game on Game Pass for whatever fucking reason. It increases their sales, I guess, like for
Nice.
being an independent developer.
Well, and
or
also you get a discount on games that are on Game Pass. So, like, you know that there's a chance that a lot of these games will
Leave
eventually
Game
leave
Pass.
Game Pass. And, you know, why not buy it with a discount? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Buy it with the
there's
discount.
several games that I've considered buying from Game Pass just because it's like, I know that if Hades ever left Game Pass, I would fucking cry a river. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, it'd be like insurance. You know what I mean?
And it's also some of these games you'd never play if they weren't on Game Pass.
No,
like,
yeah,
you would
for
have never
sure.
even given them the
Escape
time.
Academy.
It's
Yeah.
a great way to
Yep.
like, you know, publicize your game. You know what I mean? Especially if you got a game that's gonna get a sequel. Throw your fucking original game on Game Pass. That's good advertisement for
Oh,
your
yeah.
fucking new game that's
Build
coming out.
build
You
some
know
hype.
what I mean?
Because
Yeah.
people see, oh, new game. Let me check it out.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
Yeah.
Xbox gives you money right off the bat. Like they're like, here you go. We'll give you like, you know, however much money up
Yeah.
front, and then whatever. So, anyways, but yeah, that's all I got.
That's all I got as well.
Yeah, that's all I have as well.
All right, boys. Well, then let's jump on over to this week's hot releases. Get ready because Dragon Ball The Breakers.
Oh, that's that one that's like a fucking isometric,
Yep,
like
5-player.
I'm actually kind of hyped about this.
Me too.
I mean, I've watched a little bit on it, and I'm confused as to how they can even almost survive. Like how you even almost
How you can be Krillin and survive Cell?
Yeah, like
but which he didn't.
Not
right?
even. No, not even. I don't think.
No,
Cell killed
Frieza
Krillin.
killed Krillin, right?
Like,
I don't think
twice,
you're trying to fight him. You're just trying to run away.
Oh no,
you know?
I said survive him. Yeah, I didn't say fight him.
Oh yeah, you
because like you can be humans or like Namekians or like
yeah,
you're just normal people.
Their whole planet died. You can't really hide on planet Namek because that shit got blown the fuck up. But
okay, that's cheating if you just blow the whole planet up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It says Dragon Ball The Breakers is an 8-person online multiplayer game that combines both cooperative and competitive dynamics to create a revolutionary asymmetrical online survival action experience set in the Dragon Ball Xenoverse universe.
Okay. So it's set in the alternate timeline universe of Dragon Ball.
Or they could just pick any timeline to like pop
Yeah.
into.
The whole point of Xenoverse is they kind of just are like switching the timelines up. So
I thought they were fixing it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, well, there's like a bad guy that's like altering events that happened in the real Dragon Ball Z or whatever. So like, I guess you could have theoretically anything happen. You know what I mean?
yeah. They're pulling
And
a real
Dragon Ball
Marvel
Z.
here.
So that's coming October 14th to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series S and X, and I believe I know it's coming to PC, but I think also like Switch maybe Switch.
Okay.
Not positive on that, but and finally we're getting like an actual Game Pass first party game. We're getting Scorn.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Plague Tale. I got excited for a
Well,
second.
Plague Tale's next week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is just
cool.
Next episode it'll be out.
I'm hyped for Plague Tale. I'm sorry, I don't mean to jump the gun here. Scorn is cool too. Like that's gonna be great. And all.
Maybe it might be. It could.
I
be.
mean, no. I mean, it's just cool. Like I'm excited about it a little bit.
Scorn is in 4 days.
But like Plague Tale though,
Shit.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, Plague Tale will be here on the 14th as well.
Can't wait for that.
And that'll be Game Pass day and date. So hop on there, check it out. Even if it's not going to be the greatest game ever, it could be cool.
I think it's going to be pretty good. The first one was really good.
Scorn?
No. I'm sorry. I'm still on Plague Tale.
I can't hear Scorn.
My bad, dog.
No.
I got the blinders on for Scorn.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to play Scorn probably.
That's all I was saying is like Scorn. It's like it's going to be day and date. You might as well just try it. Like
I'm going to try.
It might be worth a shot, but I honestly have a feeling it's going to be like the medium where it's just kind of like.
I have a feeling it's going to be like that horror game. God, what's that one? Visage, where you just can't figure out what the fuck to do next, and you're just wandering around in circles.
And it's not that scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it'll probably be that, but a lot more squishy.
Yeah, it looks like Saw. Like it's gonna be just gore. Like it's not gonna be scary. It's just gonna be really fucking gory. So we'll see how it goes though. But anyways, who's got the trivia this week?
I was wondering that because I
that.
thought I had it last week and I prepared, but I did not grab it this week because I forgot.
Did any of you?
Did anybody?
No, I thought you guys had it. I'm sorry.
I got it last week, but it's all good.
Son of a gun.
It's okay, guys. It's all right. We don't have to do trivia this week.
I got one though. I did pull up one in
all right.
my panic searching just now.
Let's do one.
So, to keep with my little trend of like records and shit, what was the most expensive in-game item purchased, or the amount? What was the amount?
Wait, of
was
all
it
time or like
all time of that is known, anyways.
Was it like an item you bought in the game, or
Yes, this is a virtual item
with real money or with
real
in-game
money.
currency? Okay.
$999.99.
No, I'm gonna say $1 million.
Neither of y'all are very close.
Is it in the middle?
100,000.
No, both of y'all are under.
Under?
What the?
Okay, is it some bullshit
One more guess.
from
One more
Star
guess from-
Citizen?
Yeah, it's
No.
got to be Star Citizen.
Nope. No,
Okay.
it's actually
$11 million.
No,
Is this some game that nobody knows though?
I don't know. Well, I mean, to spend this much in it, I wouldn't think so, but I'm not familiar with it. So
You
I'm
better
just gonna-
make me a goddamn game for this much. Fucking A.
Yeah.
$6 million.
What is it?
Entropia, Planet Calypso, an entire virtual planet was purchased in this game called Entropia for $6 million.
That's so dumb.
That's really bad.
What is Entropia?
So
Can we look up a screenshot from this game? Can you
Yeah.
even play it if you
Look-
have less than $1 million? Like,
Yeah, is this gonna be one of those NFT games?
no, I think
Does
this
it
happened a little bit
exist?
before that. So in Entropia, money means everything, and you can also have your own planet if you have the money. This particular planet was purchased from the developers Mind Arc Studios by another company called SEE Virtual Worlds for a whopping $6 million.
I got to see a picture of this. Like, I need to see what this game looks like. Is it like just fucking?
I'm sure it's 3D. I'm sure it's just
It
like
better
a
be
space.
fucking 3D.
If you get a
So-
2D planet,
I better
like-
walk around that whole fucking planet.
So this game actually holds the top 3 spots on this list.
It's got to be an NFT based game. It's got to be like a blockchain, like metaverse future game. Like, because why else would you buy a planet if you don't expect other people to, be in the game?
Yeah, beyond the planet.
It's going to be definitely
something. But yeah,
It's probably
so
not even made yet.
number 2 was 635,000, and it was for a club. It wasn't even it's not even a whole planet.
Dude, I want a club.
And then
Get Grand Theft Auto. You get one for free.
and then the
That's
third
true.
one was 330,000 for it's a Crystal Palace.
Whack.
I don't know, dude.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to look into this game and see what the fucking hype is about that people are dropping this much. Or
so wait, is this,
well, the last
when
one
does the
wasn't
game
even,
come out? Is it out?
I'm assuming.
Hey, 6
What
million.
is it called? I gotta look this up.
Entropia. Entropia. Entropia.
I bet you $6 million your planet don't get made because that game don't come out.
No, it was already made.
It's already out. The game's
Yeah.
out.
No, oh no, I'm pretty sure they. Yeah.
What does it say Entropia is? Brent.
I'm looking.
Oh, okay.
Initial release date was in 03.
Oh, damn. This is an old ass game.
Unless this is, hold on, that says Entropia Universe. No, it's yeah.
Damn.
What the hell?
Mine's taking forever to
We'll
load.
get more
Maybe
info
it's
on
just-
this and we'll
yeah,
talk
maybe
about it
it's
next
just- yeah,
week.
sorry,
Yeah,
we're all-
we'll give an
all-
update.
So
But remember,
Exploring.
guys, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast and Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast.com. Did I say that right? Facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast. That's what I meant to say.
Yes.
Yeah. That
Yes.
posts for free every Wednesday. But that's when we go live. But the show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms. And anyways, be sure to check out the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our other video content on YouTube.com. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle @JoffreyJamel, Brent at Brent Has One, and Devin at Devondrius. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Till next time, listeners.
later.